Hi, and welcome to session 12 of History of Healing. We're dealing with Greco-Roman medicine today. And the lecture for this session really provides some of the most important ancient foundational pieces of the history of our Western natural therapies today. So we have a lot of material to cover. The Greco-Roman period was a remarkable period of history, and a lot of development happened during that time in human civilization. And it's across a wide span of time across ancient Greece and the Roman Empire. In this time, we see the first documented establishment of Western medicine and science, and the importance of diet, sunshine, fresh air, water, herbs, living in balance, and other lifestyle factors that are related to cultivating health and healing from disease. And we've seen this in Ayurvedic medicine and Chinese medicine previously, but this is really the first time we're going to see this as a cohesive theory of health in the West. So we will also see how ancient Greece and Rome related the divine and the spirit to the idea of health and illness, which we've seen in other cultures up until now in this course, and also how public health and hygiene played very important roles in the health of these societies. And so we haven't put a whole lot of focus on public health measures and hygiene up till now in the semester, and here's where we'll dive into that. And then finally, we see an important foundational piece of what would prevail in Western medical thought for the next 2 centuries, and that is the doctrine of the 4 humors and their related qualities in nature. And this is truly the leaping off point for our current systems of Western natural therapies today, with a recognition that some tribal and Eastern cultures that predated this time had already established similar concepts, and we've talked about those in Ayurveda and Chinese medicine previously. So across this time frame, there was this sort of similar developmental piece happening across the ancient Greek world and other ancient civilizations as well. So your readings for this session are relatively brief, and they give a really good overview of what we'll cover in lecture, though the lecture will cover a lot more detail in many areas. So make sure that you complete your readings prior to lecture. Those are pages 11 to 24 in your Di Stefano set text. And also there's a link there on your LMS for you to read the Hippocratic Oath, which we'll talk about in lecture. And also reading through your lecture slides is helpful, as always, before listening to your lecture. You might also refer back to your History of Healing timeline in order to orient yourself in history at this point if you've lost touch with that document over time. And I will see you in the lecture. Thanks for joining.